staying active, feeling good. That's the dream, right?
Yeah.
Especially as we, get a little older.
Yeah.
But we're not always thinking about the foundation of all of our bones.
Yeah.
And for guys, especially after 40, it's something we really should be paying attention to.
Right.
So that's what we're diving into today. PrimeGENIX Bone Complex.
Why?
This supplement that's supposed to be like the secret weapon for strong bones.
Right.
We're going to see if it lives up to the hype.
Sounds good.
We're digging into some research from topnaturalhealth.com to get the details. And by the way, they've got some promo code pricing going on, so that's a bonus.
Oh, nice.
But is this PrimeGENIX Bone Complex really different from all the other bone supplements out there?
Right.
And what's the science behind it? Let's bring in our expert to break it down.
Yeah, you're right. Bone health, it's one of those things people don't always think about it until it's a problem.
Yeah.
Especially for men. It's easy to think, oh, that's something I can worry about later. But after 40, our bodies naturally start to lose bone density.
Really?
Yeah. And that means, of course, higher risk of fractures.
Oh, I see. I can see where that would be a problem.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like putting off going to the mechanic,
Right.
Until you hear that weird clunking sound.
Right.
Except with bones, maybe you don't want to wait for the clunking.
Exactly.
The article said, 1 in 4 men over 50 will break a bone because of weak bones.
Yeah. It's a lot more common than people think.
Wow. That's a scary thought. So, okay, what do? You just start popping calcium supplements? Is that the answer?
Well, you think so, right?
Right.
But it's not quite that simple.
Okay. What's the catch?
A lot of those standard calcium supplements, they use something called calcium carbonate.
Okay.
And it's actually not that easy for our bodies to absorb.
So it's like, what, just going in one end and out the other?
Pretty much. Some experts, they even call those types of supplements bedpan bullets.
Bedpan bullets. Okay. So not only are we maybe not getting the benefits, but there might be downsides to all that extra calcium floating around.
Yeah, there's some research suggesting it could build up in your arteries, and that's definitely not good news.
Oh, wow. Okay, so harming your heart while you're trying to help your bones, that's not a good trade-off. So how does this PrimeGENIX Bone Complex do it differently?
That's where things get interesting. It all comes down to the main ingredient, Microcrystalline Calcium Hydroxyapatite. I know, it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
We'll just call it MCHA.
Right.
And while the name might sound kind of scary, it's actually a natural source of calcium.
Oh, okay.
It comes from New Zealand bovine bones, which, don't worry, it goes through a very, very thorough purification process.
Okay.
But the key thing about MCHA is its bioavailability. Your body can actually use this type of calcium.
Oh, okay.
It's not like those other supplements that, well, we'll just say that are not as effective.
So no bedpan bullets with this one. That's a good thing.
Exactly.
But the article mentioned PrimeGENIX also has 9 other bone-supporting ingredients. What are those all about?
Right. It's not just about delivering calcium. It's about making sure your body can use it and supporting your overall bone health. Think of it, like building a house, you need more than just bricks to make it strong.
So PrimeGENIX is like the whole construction crew, not just the brick delivery. I like that.
Right.
But what's the bottom line, for our bones? What are we gonna feel? Are we gonna be like leaping tall buildings?
Well, maybe not leaping tall buildings,
Okay.
but there are some pretty amazing potential benefits. Like we're talking increased bone density, reduced bone loss,
Okay.
enhanced calcium absorption, and those are all things you definitely want, especially, as we get past 40.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's great. But is this too good to be true? Is this like we're really going to feel a difference? What's the science say about all this?
You're right to be skeptical, but the research is pretty interesting. There's actually a lot of science backing this up.
Oh.
So let's start with the MCHA. Remember, we were talking about how it's so much more bioavailable than those other calcium supplements.
Yeah, the bedpan bullets.
Exactly, the bedpan bullets. Studies have shown that not only does MCHA get absorbed better, but it can actually lead to an increase in bone density and a decrease in fracture risk.
Wow. So it's like people are actually feeling this in their bones. It's not just,
That's what the research suggests, yeah.
Wow.
And then there's vitamin K2. That's our calcium traffic director.
Oh.
It makes sure the calcium gets to your bones and it helps keep it out of your arteries, which is a good thing.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so strong bones and a healthier heart.
Exactly.
Winning. What about the other ingredients? What about like magnesium?
Oh, good one. Yeah, magnesium is great for blitzing. There's research that shows a direct link between magnesium intake and bone mineral density. Basically, the more magnesium you're getting, the stronger and denser your bones tend to be.
So we've got the science behind the MCHA, the K2, the magnesium. This is sounding less like a dream and more like a solid plan here. Is there anything else about this formula that makes it stand out?
Well, I think what's really cool is that it's such a holistic approach. It's not just, here's some calcium, good luck.
Right.
It's about giving your body what it needs to really support bone health from all angles.
So it's like having a whole team of people working on your bones. You've got your trainer and you've got your nutritionist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all with natural ingredients. No harmful additives.
Okay. That's always good. Always got to check those labels. You know how it is. So let's say someone's like, I'm ready to try this PrimeGENIX. What does that look like? How do they actually make it part of their routine?
Sure. So the recommended dosage, according to the article, is 1 to 6 capsules daily, preferably with a meal.
Okay.
And what's nice is that it's flexible. You can adjust it based on your needs.
Right.
Some people might start seeing improvements within a few weeks, but for the best results, you really want to be consistent for 3 to 6 months.
So patience. It's not an overnight thing.
Right. Real change takes time.
Yeah, for sure. What about safety? Anything we should be aware of?
Well, the article says it's made from natural ingredients, and there haven't been any reported side effects. But as always, it's best to check with your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you have any health conditions or you're on any medications.
Always a good idea to, check in.
Oh.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly.
This is sounding really promising. It's like, especially for those of us, over 40 who maybe haven't been thinking about our bone health as much as we should, this could be a real game changer.
It could be, yeah.
We've talked a lot about PrimeGENIX, but are there other things that people can be doing alongside, taking a supplement to really, boost their bone health?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll get into that right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
And we're back. Been talking about PrimeGENIX Bone Complex, all about stronger bones, how this supplement can help, especially for us, the over 40 crowd.
Right.
But like we were saying, it's not just about popping pills.
Right.
It's got to be a whole plan for your bones.
Right.
So what else can people do, maybe alongside something like PrimeGENIX, to really make sure their bones are in top shape?
Well, exercise is huge.
Okay.
Weight-bearing exercises especially. So walking, jogging, dancing.
Oh, okay.
Even strength training. Anything that puts a little stress on those bones.
So use it or lose it.
Exactly.
Bones are like muscles. They need a workout too.
That's right.
Okay. What about food? I mean, is calcium still important even if you're taking a supplement?
Absolutely. You want a balanced diet rich in calcium, vitamin D, leafy green vegetables, dairy if you can handle it.
Yeah.
Look for foods fortified with calcium and vitamin D.
Okay, so we've got exercise, we've got the nutrition, and then maybe PrimeGENIX to fill in any gaps and give our bones a little extra love.
There you go.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts for our listeners out there as they start on this journey to stronger bones?
Be proactive. Don't wait until there's a problem to think about your bone health.
Yeah, that's smart.
Start taking care of your bones now, and you're setting yourself up for a more active, more vibrant future.
Strong bones, strong life.
That's it.
Who doesn't want that? Well, that wraps up our deep dive on PrimeGENIX Bone Complex. We covered the science, the ingredients, those potential benefits, even some extra tips for really boosting your bone health. If you want to learn more about PrimeGENIX Bone Complex, head over to topnaturalhealth.com.
Good stuff.
And don't forget, they've got that promo code pricing going on right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely check that out.
And as always, talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, just to be safe.
Always a good idea.
That's all for today's deep dive. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and take care of those amazing bones.